This is Talk 650.
This is Talk 650.
Powered by CBS Radio.
In studio this hour with us is E.J.Simonsen from BustMyBank.com. And our phones are open. You can join us right here at 713-965-650.
I was fascinated, E.J. We were talking about these taxes that somehow or another, and for all my life, every house that I've ever bought has always escrowed the taxes. So I assumed that everybody else was that way. It's not. And you come up with situations all the time where here's a piece of property that owes back taxes, the rest of it's free and clear. What do you do if you can't afford to pay those taxes? You don't want to lose the property, obviously.
Right. Well, you've got two options in something like that. And one is you either go to the county or the school district, something like that, and you try to work out a plan. Now and start sending them money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the money on hand, then or it's advanced stages, such as, they're trying to foreclose or they're threatening to foreclose. At that point, once the attorney is threatening you for the taxing authority, that's where you're going to need to step up your game and talk to us. You can call into our office. We can refer you to Chevy Chase Funding. But what you want to do is you need to get a game plan in place so that you don't lose, say, your inheritance.
Yeah.
Now, here's a more common situation is a person has a mortgage, whether they're current or not, and they're struggling to pay the taxes. I mean, we're in July now, and in July, almost August, and this is where you start getting the real nasty letters from the attorneys for the taxing authorities saying we're coming after you.
Yeah.
And the fees are so high and the penalties are so high. So if your taxes are still outstanding on your home at this time, you need to take immediate action, and here's why. At a certain point, your non-escrow taxes, the bank is going to say, you know what, this guy's not going anywhere, these taxes aren't being paid, so I'm going to pay them. Your bank will step up, they will pay your taxes, and then they will say, well, since you weren't able to stay current before, now I'm going to force escrow on you. So what does that mean? Well, we've got a whole year's worth of taxes they just paid. They're going to typically divide that into 6 easy installments, okay?
Yeah.
Even if they do, let's just say they do 12, okay? If they do 12 installments, okay, and make it easy. Let's just say you only have $1,200 a year in taxes, which pretty much nobody does, but it works out the easy math, $100 a month. Well, now what they'll do is they'll add $100 a month for last year's taxes onto your mortgage payment. In addition to that, since, hey, we're 6-7 months into the year, we got to make sure we have the taxes for this next year.
Right.
So they'll say, well, it's $1,200, that's $100 a month. Wait, we only have 6 months to go. We need $200 a month. So they'll double it up. So now you'll get a mortgage statement that has your mortgage payment of principal and interest, plus you'll have the $100 from last year, plus you'll have $200, so they'll have the money when they get to the end this year.
You're winding up with something it's impossible to swallow.
That's right.
Just impossible.
I bet 20% of the people that call into our office, they bought a new home, thought the taxes were in the whole deal, and then get the tax bill at the end of the year and go, whoa, whoa, I owe $6,000 in taxes. Now what am I doing? They call up and tell their bank, I thought this was in my mortgage, blah, blah, blah. No, it never was, and you should have known. And they said, well, my taxes were only, $400 when I closed. Well, that's because it was on the land. Now you've got a house. And that kind of situation, you could lose your whole house.
Yeah, you really could.
Because your payment jumps up so much.
How does Chevy Chase Funding help somebody in a situation like that?
Well, they'll build a plan that can take what you owe and divide it over time. Say instead of being forced to pay it all back within 1 year or 6 months, something like that.
Plus set up a cushion.
Plus, yes. Then you can build in, they'll take it and maybe divide it into 24 payments, 36 payments, and they'll structure it based on wherever you are, so that you can get out of that situation and not have the bank force that escrow situation on you.
How many times do you go through a situation like that with someone, EJ, and it's such a mess that you really just have to pull the whole thing back, even the loan, and go out and find another borrower, a lender to help the borrower with?
If they're current on their mortgage, we'll do that quite frequently. We'll say, look, you just got a bad loan. And we'll audit that, and we do. Lots of times we'll see, hey, your documents you signed at closing did not say that you were going to have to pay, the taxes of X amount. They represented to you that they were real little and they're really big.
Yeah.
And, then you have some sort of, recourse in essence.
Yeah.
You go back to the lender and say, hey, look, when you put this thing together, I understood it was one way. I got something different. You fix it or I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And in most cases, if they get caught with their hand in the cookie jar, they will fix it. They'll modify your loan. They'll say, how about, I know you're at 6.5, but how would you like 3%?
There you go.
Last week we had that exact situation where they came back, put the person in a 3% loan for life. I mean, good credit, current, you can't get the bank to do that unless we can find something wrong.
They got caught with pictures of them with farm animals, basically. Chevy Chase Funding and BustMyBank.com work together, and the best phone number I can give you this morning is one that goes right to EJ, and then he can figure out the best people to talk to in the organization. But it's 713-595-8200, and you can check them out online at BustMyBank.com.